Friends, I don't know whether silence should communicate to anyone, but still we are doing that for the past many decades, maybe. To take birth in South India is particularly a great boon. Bharata, but more pertinently, South India. Just by taking birth, these people have best of both the worlds. God who does not have form, God who has form. Nigama, Agama. Both combinations are possible only in South India. In the north, now only it's coming. Some Subramania temple, Balaji temple, so many temples are coming now. Krishna temple is very famous. But more pertinently, more powerful deities always were and are in South India. But what to do, even if, how do we use all this? That's the thing. Nigama means that which doesn't come. Agama means which comes. Which comes will go, which comes goes. Whereas Nigama is that which doesn't come. That is the meaning of these words. So both benefits of knowledge are given to the people who are born to South India. Can you talk about a person in the slum? Does he know about it? You can ask me. He knows. He knows when to pray for rain. He knows when to pray for lack of disease, to remove the diseases. He knows how to pray to which deity. Within his range, he knows everything. If a Brahmin knows in the higher order using mantras, this man also knows how to invoke any deity through just a rhythm. Dun 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 dun, he will invoke. In deep times of Sangha, if goddess is called Aichi, one who protects cows, the same goddess is also called Peichi, to protect all the people other than Brahmins. So instead of using a lot of mantras which the accent should be proper, the recitation should be proper, these people can just make a sound like drum, like mridanga, like any small thing, a rhythm, which will give the same meaning to the deity opposite. Even today, after their rituals, you will find rains pouring. You will find diseases running away from that area. These are all possible because the prayer is what is needed. The intention, the power. They don't know much, but they know that they can invoke. God will do this for them. History will record the names of great beings, but in yugas it will repeat, not immediately. An ordinary Mohandas Karamchand, he left Karam, he started parishodhana of himself, examination of himself. That was more intense than what he put in the book. The book is nothing before what he underwent. So he was called afterwards a Mahatma. A small household problem of Dr. Goppuswamy that made him trying to find out the meaning of life. What is this? How this is happening when I have not done anything? Why all these things are coming in my way? He became from Malaya to Himalaya, Swami Shivananda of Rishikesh. So he could radiate many things without telling to the students, to the people, to the whole world. Then a so-called agnostic journalist like Balakrishna Menon, just one day he went to Swami Shivananda and he became Swami Chinmayananda. Such power, such power. He actually wanted to expose about all these Swamijis and all. And he went to Dr. Goppuswamy or Swami Shivananda, and there he was completely flattened and he became Swami Shivananda. Today everyone is talking about Gita, Bhagavad Gita because of him. But today any normal man will tell, I don't want to become Shivananda, Chinmayananda or Mahatma. I am Mr. X. What should I do? There's nothing wrong with this. But have you done Swadhyaya? Have you did Vichara of yourself, Vichara Mantana? Have you done? Then you will know that we need not become all those people. We want our life to be conducted. So please understand that the time is going out of everyone's hand in this world. This for many decades I am telling, but this year I am telling very profoundly, so that the whole world should be knowing that they are not the masters of creation or universe. They are just a planted waste, weed, but they have made a world more weedy, more thorny. Then only he can become a little less egoistic. Otherwise, his ego I can't bear. See, like Kutis bitten, these people are singing, forgetting Indian culture. I don't want them to sing bhajans. But whoa, what is this? It should not happen. In future, it should not happen at all. Yeah. The name is very pure. Goddess name, God name they have kept. The singers' names. And they are singing like as if a dog has bitten them. So they are running away from the situation. And they are making others also fooled by this. All the people are now fooled. This is the latest trend. Very nice. So instead of paying for this, can you pay for one old man's baduku? It's much better. Instead of paying thousands of rupees for all this, if an old man or woman are there, just give them some ration. They can't throw out. Even if they throw out, someone else will eat. It's not money which they will drink or smoke bidi or something like that. They can't we provide this so that let all be eating and let them be happy. See on the roads, so many old people without food. So many old people are doing construction work, this, that, very, very hard work, and they get very less thing to eat. But that is what they also need, otherwise they can't bend. But still, they don't get proper food. These are all because Indians never understood their system of family. These old people have children and grandchildren who should have supported them by now. Thinking that these people will grow and support them, these people, the children and grandchildren of these old people were educated or given some work, taught some work by the grandfathers and grandmothers. So family system, where it has gone in India. If money is everything, shame on Indians. Let these Indians, they are the shame to the nation and in the globe. Whoever values money more than father, mother, or any GV for that matter, anyone worth attention for that matter. If they are going to value money, shame on such people's thought and shame on Indians. So many Hubli Dharwad people, so many Biharis, once you go and ask them, they say that, who will feed us, man? We have to work hard so that we will get ration, we will get some money at the end of the construction. Every Saturday, contractor asks us money to pay to the workers, but I don't know whether they pay. At the end, when they go and leave to the Bihar or whoever, they are paid. And only rations they are paid so that they will not run away from this place. So such, for food, people have to struggle these days. But the construction work should be done. I am not talking about it. But the value system, where it has gone. Rozgar is only remaining as Yojana, not practically adopted. Yojana andre planning. They will be planning for work for another million years. Rozgar is only remaining as Yojana, never applied practically. But these things cannot be done by a government, done by bureaucracy, done by a minister. It can't be done. It should be done when children, when the grandchildren, when each man understands the pulse of other man, the feeling of other man, and necessity of caring for others. Now Koreans and Japanese are teaching old traditional methods to their virgin woman, so that the people who want to marry will marry good women who are trained in the tradition of Korea or Japan. Now they are teaching namaskara, respect to elders, and so many things. That is the latest classes which are being conducted there. So they are in great demand. The husbands are running to get such persons so that they will be cooperative and they will keep a system of family maybe for many years. But look at Indians, they have a very dirty brain. Even Krishna has to be exported and imported. And some white-skinned fellow will say that Krishna is avatar and you have to believe. Till such a time, Krishna is only in Mathura or Vrindavan. We don't care for them. Indian cotton will be exported and the same cotton will be forced on us as dresses. That was happening. Now, any culture is exported and we don't believe in our root, and the import is very shameful for Indians. So the system of marriage itself is in question today. And those who are living together, they are on the continuous forcing each one on others. Husband, wife, male, wife, husband, male. Another one, the pressure kodu. So this system is it needed. The marriage was there in India as a system of reflection. Just at the sight of husband, by the face itself, wife will know what is needed for him. Immediately it will be rushed. These are only a few years before when money was not important. In Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, everywhere you will see kotarams, big aranmanas, big houses where you may be knowing even today in North Karnataka, or particularly in South Karnataka and all, you will have joint family system, 50, 60 people living together. So, what I was trying to tell is the eldest of the family may be a vegetable, he may not even move, he may not even earn, but the respect shown to him because of his experience, that blessings from just, he feels happy once he receives some money or once he is even done namaskar. You don't know how much vibrations he sends out. That blessings used to protect Indians. Today, I don't know whether there is any sense. So one karta, one who will be receiving gifts from the husband, and the children who have to learn the lesson of life. This was the family setup. So unless this system is put back, Indians are at loss. So please understand that these things are all, when I say it should happen, it will happen and it should be immediate. Because otherwise there is no meaning to Indians' life. Indians have lost the sense of living. The natural way of living is always better, because nature is a little above your thinking. So you go in alignment with such nature and living becomes easier. Most of you have met one Spanish friend of ours. When he came to me first, in the first visit, he told that his father is a chronic diabetic and he is above 75 or 80, and it has already affected the arteries, kidney, and he is helpless. I told, can he stop medicines? Because man's mind is, if one day he stops medicines and if he gets jittery, I think no use, even if God says there is no diabetes, these people will not. They are already in hell. We can't tell anything. So can he stop this? Then he was joking. He is jittery already. He is already got Parkinson's disease. No, the hands and this will be like this. By stopping, if it shakes more or if it stops also, it's all right. Isn't it? Because already he is jittery. Then you don't care for his life because he has lived his life, isn't it? 75, 85 years. No, it's all right because he has lived his life. Tell me anything, I will tell him, and if he follows, I think he will follow. He doesn't know you, he doesn't believe in God, but still, if I tell, he may take it. And I told, you get potable water in your place. Most of the time we drink beer or some other things only. We don't Pepsi, Coca-Cola, we don't use potable water. But why do you ask me this? And I told, okay, before 15 minutes of your food, before 15 minutes of eating, we just ask the man to drink 1 glass of potable water. What did I tell? If he eats food for 3 times, 5 times, let him eat. But 15 minutes before, just ask him to take warm potable water to drink. That's all. He was quoting 420, 280, like that. I don't know what is it. 420, what is it? It's a very bad number, I think. What is it? Sugar. It goes up to that, is it? Sometimes. Coma, it goes something worse. Whenever it goes to 420, this man falls. Then he is taken to hospital, put something, hydration. Then he is brought back and all those things. So this man started taking what?
Water.
Warm water before food. That's all. Then after 3-4 months, he phoned up and told, why all this family reunion? That man has become very perfect. And he is troubling me sitting here. Our wife ಇಬ್ಬರು ಸರಿ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ರು. And his privacy is affected because they more believe in privacy, it's affected because these two people have entered and jolly they are moving around in their house. Family reunion. So this does not require any medicine. Nobody requires and nobody requires. Everything is just in the mind. Can you survive the onslaught of mind? That is the test. If you stretch yourself, then you are caught. If you can just see it, then you are saved. So any moment of life, can you just see first before giving an opinion that I am suffering, I am this. See, everyone is saying I am suffering. Are you suffering really? No, I am suffering. Which I is suffering. Can you see it? These are all not holy water of avian fountains or Himalayan fountains or something like that. This is just potable water of sea, very salty. It will result in sultriness. After you drink, the uppu comes out of the body. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟು ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ನೋಡಿ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ world does not read anything at all. It was created, everyone was created just to pay respect and create a system where they live together till they pass on or pass away, pass on time or pass away from this world. So understand, you have to come back to the state of your birth. Every second is a gift. The food makes you live, if at all you believe that you need food, and if you eat food, it creates gas, water, so many things, and you are allowed to walk. Maybe this allows you to live, but the prana only does even pachamna. Even the digestion is done by prana, not by liver or anything. So don't hold any opinion that you are so and so. For outside you tell, I am Raman, I am Krishnan, I am this. The air which moves everywhere, through some power it is put inside your respiratory system. You can't, after death, but nothing will happen. The nadis are out. And that moves your heart, that helps your lung, that keeps your brain oxygenized, and that keeps all other systems intact. Then the movement outside is also not in your hand. Respiratory system ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದ ಪ್ರಾಣ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಬರೋದು. After going out, it is detached. Once again to come back, it only asks, we have to ask God to put it back. But man is not even aware of this. He thinks that he is master of everything. So understand that we are something like made to run our life in a very dharmic way, in a life ordained by God. So use your heartfelt feelings, then it will result in momentary actions every second. Everything is in your brain programmed. That's all because the input is there, that's all. Last time Mr. X suffered from headache, he took this medicine, headache vanished. Next time it need not be. But the brain says take this medicine only. So he thinks that every situation should repeat. What he knows is correct. It's not correct. He has not known anything. He has only put in information which is not correct. He assumed that this is correct. So more air, if it comes, maybe the headache will go away. Loss of less air during summer, it can create a small headache. So more air comes in from all these sides, then headache may go. So he thought that the medicine cured him. Next time it may be constipation. If he eats that, the medicine did not help at all. But still he felt that the medicine helped. Use carefully when you are taking chemicals. So whether it is hormones, whether it is vitamins, be careful. Go for natural food. And there will be a hue and cry from the systematized medicinal people that these things can create problem. The natural food, how will it create problem? The chemicals can create, but not the natural food. They are caught in the cobweb of another illusion. So where is the topmost surgeon from America or topmost anyone, whomever I have met, I have told the same thing. They will be going on arguing. Today you see, I can tell you how much blood pressure you have, and immediately I can tell you how much stress you have got. I can scan and tell you what are the problems. What is it? Still I am trying to understand what they are trying to tell me. The best doctors of the world have met me. Whenever they come, they are in favor of those machines, and because they have invested crores, and they themselves say that it becomes obsolete within 2-3 years. I don't know, but still they talk in favor of that. It's okay, but what I am trying to tell is, what is the need for anyone to register in his brain that he is having this? Suppose I am having BP, why should I know? The knowing of having BP is more dangerous than registering a machine showing me that this much BP you have. It's not a relief they are giving, it's an awareness which doesn't move out. More than Atma, we are BP oriented. Like I told, the Japanese are now getting per 10 pounds. How much stress they have got, they will immediately know. So this is the money's play. Even how much stress you have got, to put stress in the mind of Japanese, they are selling stress finding out machines for 10 pounds. It's not for stress relief. It's put in the mind of that fellow, this much stress you have got. Pay and get the stress also. So, Hridaya, Hridaya, Hridaya. Be oriented in your heart. Only heart is static, and it only knows how much beat it should give at any particular point of time. So, believe totally in your heart and get a relationship with your heart. Take any name of God, take whomever you like, put him in the Hridaya Simhasana. But more important is this Hridaya Spandana. Bavri,
Bavri,
Japale,
Japale,
Ram Naam,
Ram Naam,
Bavri,
Bavri,
Japale,
Japale,
Ram Naam,
Ram Naam,
Bhav Sagar mein,
Bhav Sagar mein,
ek hi naav,
एक ही नाव,
wohi Ram कुंवर कन्हैया बसो हृदय मो मेरे कुंवर कन्हैया बसो हृदय मो रट ले राम नाम जप ले कृष्ण नाम
जप ले कृष्ण नाम
रट ले राम नाम
रख ले राम नाम
जप ले कृष्ण नाम
जप ले कृष्ण नाम
राम 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 राम
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 बावरी एक ही नाम
एक ही नाम
ओही राम नाम
ओही राम नाम
राम नाम
राम
राम नाम Take courage from here. Nothing should shake us. All this time I was trying to tell about the world, not you people who are here. You all know how much value is there for the world. Many of you know. So each second you pass these days, I know very well. So that is a pure blessing on you. No one can get this unless one is blessed. It's not even, you can't do 100 crores of Nama Japa and get this. This is a blessing, sure blessing on you. So take this courage. The coming time, I don't know, I can't even think beyond April 15th. It's very fast. The changes will be just like this. So don't get, be rooted in your heart. So don't get, at that time, that's nothing. Be rooted to the heart. That means you are blessed, you are blessed. No force is capable of troubling good people or God-oriented people. No force. So don't go to your mind or don't go to any emotions. Just watch. The watching is done by God, not by you. So you are not existing because God alone sees. So there is nothing to feel that you are different from God, to fear anything. So these are all for circumstances. For circumstances, when we face the circumstances. So at that moment, be static, be heart bound, and be unshaky. So there is nothing bad I am forecasting, but still, if there are changes, we need not be moving into a field of emotions. The fullest blessings are on you. None of my words fail. It has never failed. It will never fail. You see in the documentary of mine, you will be shown a photo of the house in which I was born. That lady was quite old then itself. I told her, you will live for many more years. You may not even remember. Huh? How many? It's the power of Vak Siddhi. It's not anything I am trying to prove, but it has to happen. It is truth. It should happen. That's what I am trying to tell. That lady is still now available and she has not died. Not even Churukam is there. Churuka? What is it? Tayamma, her name is. Then they show another house, opposite house, where a very old man sits. At that time itself, he was 48 or 50. He is a Bodhayana Brahmin, priest. In his Hanebara, what you call Nasiba, nothing is written that he should get married and all. He always is so fond of me. He will come and ask, when will I get married? When will I get married? I told, for what? You are now all right. Your others are feeding you, and you are doing nice pauratyam, purohitam. Why do you need more things? But still you will be pestering me. I want to marry. I want to marry. And I told, from this place, the person will come, and she will be like this, and you just accept her. She will support you till you pass away. Jolly food, jolly company, jolly tea. They are very happy till today. They are not dead. So I am saying, the latest up to our own Kendra members, every time, even though they are not, it's not written. Once we tell, it will not fail. That means truth prevails. Truth prevails. Truth prevails. So from this, we need not be deterred, defeated, distressed. Only courage and good blessings we should take from such power. Oh.